Chosen one, have you ever felt like you don't belong in this world? Like your spirit is too big for the spaces you're placed in? Have you ever wondered, why am I still here after everything I've been through? Why do I feel like God's hand is on my life, guiding me in ways I can't explain? If you've felt this, it's because you are chosen. In today's video, I'm going to share clear, deep signs you are chosen by God with a spiritual and quantum lens, so you can stop doubting yourself and start walking in your calling with confidence. Stay until the end, because your soul is going to remember who you are. 1. You've survived what should have broken you. Chosen one, have you ever sat alone, replaying those moments in your mind, wondering, how did I make it through that? How am I still standing, breathing, and finding the will to rise again? There were moments that should have ended you. Moments when betrayal cut so deep, it felt like your heart would never trust again. Moments when the loss you faced made it hard to get out of bed, to face another sunrise. Moments when your finances collapsed, and you couldn't see how you would eat, pay rent, or keep your dignity. Moments when sickness drained the life from your body, and you questioned if you would ever heal. Moments when your mind was a battlefield of fear, anxiety, and depression, convincing you that you were too weak to continue. Yet here you are, still breathing, still trying, still holding on. Chosen one, your survival is not random. Your survival is evidence that God's hand was on you, even in the darkness. Divine protection you didn't see. You may think you survived because you're strong, and yes, you are. But the truth is, divine protection covered you when you didn't even know it. When you were in environments that were toxic and draining, God whispered to your spirit to leave, even when you didn't understand why. When you were driving home late, exhausted and crying, angels surrounded your car to ensure you arrived safely. When you were around people who wished you harm, God hid your spirit from their plans. When you were lying in bed, crying quietly, praying for strength you didn't think you had, your spirit was being held by a love greater than this world. From a quantum perspective, your energy field was being held in alignment by higher forces. Even when your mind was spiraling, your higher self, your angels, your guides, and God were realigning your vibration, ensuring you made it through the storm. You didn't just survive by chance. You were shielded by unseen hands because your life has purpose. The valley of the shadow of death. Chosen ones often walk through what Scripture calls the valley of the shadow of death. It is a place where everything feels dark, heavy, and hopeless. A place where your old self dies, your illusions, your attachments, your pride, your unhealed patterns. A place where you face the shadows you've avoided. But you did not walk through that valley to perish there. You walked through it to collect wisdom, so you can guide others out of their darkness. Compassion, so you can love people who are hurting. Resilience, so you can fulfill your calling without breaking. Your pain has been your teacher, your initiator, and your purifier. The valley was never meant to be your grave. It was meant to be your womb of transformation. Your survival is your confirmation. Every time you thought, this will break me, and it didn't, it was confirmation. You are chosen. Every time you felt you couldn't take another step, but somehow kept walking, it was confirmation. God has a calling on your life. Every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered, every breath you took when you felt like giving up, these are not forgotten in the spiritual realm. You are here because you are needed. You are here because you are chosen to carry light in a world that is drowning in darkness. You are here because your testimony will be the medicine for others who feel like they cannot survive their own storms. You are being prepared. Chosen one, you've been asking, why did I have to go through all of that? It's because you are being prepared. You cannot guide others out of darkness unless you've walked through it. You cannot teach faith unless you've had to cling to it in desperation. You cannot carry wisdom unless you've lived the lessons. Every heartbreak taught you how to love yourself deeper. Every betrayal taught you how to discern spirits. Every financial struggle taught you how to detach from fear and trust divine provision. Every sickness taught you to honor your body and energy. Your trials were not punishments. They were preparations for your mission, quantum alignment for your mission. In the quantum field, every experience you have is energy, information, and frequency. Your hardships dismantled old timelines and created new pathways aligned with your highest destiny. Every time you chose to keep faith, even in the darkness, you shifted your vibration to match your divine purpose. Every time you chose to love again after betrayal, you opened your heart to divine love frequencies. Every time you rose from your pain, your frequency became medicine for others. You are not a victim of your story. You are the alchemist who transmutes pain into purpose, fear into faith, darkness into light. You are proof of God's power. Chosen one, you are living proof that God still moves. You are proof that what was meant to destroy you will be turned for your good. You are proof that the darkness has limits, but your spirit does not. You are proof that there is a power greater than fear, lack, and death, and that power lives within you. Your existence is a testimony of God's faithfulness. Your survival is your confirmation that you are chosen. 2. You feel different, even in a crowd. Chosen one, let's talk about something you've felt your entire life. That quiet discomfort you carry even when you're surrounded by people. That sense that no matter how hard you try, you can't fully blend in. Maybe you've asked yourself, why do I feel so different? Why can't I just be like everyone else? Why do I always feel like an outsider, even among those I love? Today, I want you to understand. You feel different because you are different, and that difference is not your burden. It is your divine distinction. You've always felt like you didn't fit in. From childhood, you noticed you didn't see the world the way others did. You felt deeply while others seemed numb. You questioned what others accepted without thought. You could see through people's words and feel what they truly meant. In family gatherings, you felt like an observer, noticing the unspoken tensions and hidden pain others ignored. In school, you wondered why others seemed content with shallow conversations and temporary pleasures, while you yearned to discuss the deeper mysteries of life, spirit, and why we're here. In workplaces, you watched people betray themselves for acceptance, while your spirit refused to shrink to fit into a system that didn't align with your soul. And even when you tried to conform, you felt exhausted, disconnected, and out of alignment with yourself. Chosen one, the reason you feel different is because your soul came here with a different blueprint. That's because you are set apart. God set you apart before you were even born. You were marked, anointed, and prepared for a mission in this lifetime. This mission requires you to carry a frequency that cannot blend into the illusions and fears of this world. You are not meant to lose yourself in the noise, distractions, and false identities that the collective matrix tries to impose. This world will try to tell you that your difference is a flaw, that you are too sensitive, too intense, too deep, too out there. But that too much is precisely what makes you perfect for your divine mission. You carry a frequency that doesn't match the matrix of fear and conformity around you. The world is saturated with fear, judgment, superficiality, and illusions of separation. Most people are entranced by these programs, living on autopilot, repeating patterns and beliefs that drain their soul. But you, chosen one, carry a different frequency. Your energy is encoded with truth, light, and a remembrance of home. You cannot tolerate environments that operate from fear, manipulation, or unconsciousness for long, because your spirit begins to vibrate in discomfort when it's forced into lower frequencies. Your frequency disrupts systems that thrive on darkness and illusion. This is why you often find yourself alone, misunderstood, or even attacked by people who feel triggered by your presence. Chosen ones are encoded with spiritual DNA that resists assimilation into what is false. Have you noticed that even when you try to just fit in, you can't do it for long? You get sick, drained, or feel your spirit closing in on itself. You are designed to resist assimilation. Your spiritual DNA is encoded to reject what is false and align only with what is true, pure, and aligned with God's will. This resistance is not rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It is a sacred defiance, a refusal to betray your soul in exchange for temporary acceptance. Your essence is meant to challenge and shift the environments you enter. You are here to be a light in systems of darkness, a voice in rooms where truth has been silenced, a mirror that reflects what others refuse to see. This inner difference is not a curse, it is your divine distinction. Your uniqueness is your power. It is your protection. It is your compass. It keeps you on your path when everyone else is following the crowd off the cliff of their own destruction. You were never meant to betray your essence just to make others comfortable. Your difference is your divine assignment in this world. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. You are designed to transform the world, not be transformed by it. You were designed to stand out, not to blend in. Your soul chose this path, this mission, and this frequency before you came into this body. You agreed to carry this light, even when it meant being misunderstood. You agreed to hold this vibration, even when it meant losing relationships. You agreed to walk this narrow path, even when it meant being alone, because you understood that God needs your light to pierce through the dark illusions of the world. You are a living reminder that authenticity, love, and truth still exist. You are a disruptor of false systems. You are a healer of hidden wounds. You are a mirror of divine light, showing others what they can become if they choose to awaken. Chosen one, it's time to stop hiding your difference. It's time to stop apologizing for who you are. You are not meant to dim your light to match the shadows around you. You are meant to shine so brightly that the shadows must transform or flee. Your difference is needed. Your frequency is needed. Your courage is needed. You are chosen, set apart, and called to be exactly who God designed you to be. 3. You have a strong pull toward purpose. Chosen one, have you ever felt it? That quiet but relentless pull inside your spirit. A whisper in your soul that says, you're here for something bigger. No matter how much you try to silence it with distractions, busyness, or even fear, it keeps returning. Today, I want you to understand that pull toward purpose is not your imagination. It is your divine programming calling you home. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you will understand why you feel this pull and why it will not leave you alone until you answer it. No matter what distractions come, there is a persistent whisper within. You've tried to live a normal life. You've tried to follow the path everyone told you would bring security and acceptance. School, college, job, marriage, responsibilities. But even in the middle of routine, your spirit keeps whispering, there's more. This isn't all you're meant for. Wake up. Remember. You can feel it when you lie awake at 3 a.m., sensing that something is missing no matter how hard you've worked. You feel it when you're surrounded by people, but your soul is restless. You feel it in moments of silence, when the noise of the world fades and your spirit can finally speak. That whisper is your higher self, your divine blueprint, and God's voice reminding you, you are not here to just exist. You are here to live with purpose. You may try to live a normal life, but your spirit keeps pulling you back to your purpose. You've noticed that when you ignore your calling, life becomes heavy. You might feel depressed, restless, or like your energy is blocked. Doors that should open stay closed. Opportunities that should flow get stuck. It's not because you're cursed, chosen one. It's because your spirit refuses to settle for a life that is out of alignment with your purpose. When you try to live a life that others expect of you, but your soul did not agree to, your spirit will rebel. It will keep pulling you back, aligning you with situations, people, and even challenges that push you toward your true path. This is divine programming within your soul. Before you incarnated into this lifetime, your soul agreed to a sacred mission. You chose to carry certain gifts, certain frequencies, and certain lessons to help others and to evolve your own spirit. This mission is encoded within your spiritual DNA. It is not something you find outside of you. It is something you remember inside of you. And every moment you feel that pull, it is your soul reminding you. You didn't come here just to survive. You came here to serve. You came here to awaken. You came here to become who you truly are. Your mission is encoded in your quantum field. From a quantum perspective, your purpose is an energetic frequency that is embedded within your field. This frequency continually seeks resonance in the physical world, attracting experiences, people, and lessons that help you activate your purpose. This is why you may find yourself in jobs that teach you resilience, even if you don't love them. It's why you cross paths with people who trigger your healing and spiritual growth. It's why your soul won't let you rest in complacency. Your quantum field is always aligning you with the timelines and lessons that prepare you for your calling. Even your delays and detours are not wasted. They are recalibrations preparing you to carry your mission with wisdom, strength, and humility. If you feel that deep pull toward purpose, it is because God has placed a sacred assignment on your life. Chosen one, if you felt this pull, no matter how unclear your purpose may feel right now, know that you are on the right path. The world may try to distract you with fear, conformity, and endless busyness, but God has placed an assignment on your life that will not leave you. Your assignment is unique to you. It might be to heal others with your words. It might be to lead, teach, create, or serve in your community. It might be to break generational cycles and build a new foundation for your lineage. It might be to share your story so others can find their courage. Whatever it is, your spirit knows it, and it will not rest until you surrender to it. Chosen one, it's time to stop running from your purpose. It's time to stop silencing your spirit's whisper with distractions. The world needs your light, your gifts, and your presence. The world needs you to say, I accept my assignment. Because when you step into your purpose, you don't just transform your life, you transform every life your energy touches. 4. You experience repeated spiritual awakenings. Chosen one. Have you noticed that every time you finally start feeling comfortable, something happens that shakes your entire world? Have you felt seasons where everything you once believed, everything you once valued, suddenly falls apart? Relationships end, jobs collapse, your interests shift overnight, your spirit demands more, and you can no longer pretend to be who you were. If this has been your reality, it's not because you are cursed or lost. It's because God is calling you higher. You, chosen one, are experiencing repeated spiritual awakenings, cycles of death and rebirth, quantum upgrades to your spirit and mind. Every time you get comfortable, God calls you higher. The world tells you that comfort is the goal. To find a place where you can rest, settle, and build a predictable life. But for chosen ones, comfort is never the end. Every time you reach a plateau, God whispers, "This is not your final form. There is more within you. It's time to rise again." Because your calling requires you to grow, expand, and evolve constantly. Comfort zones are too small for the soul of a chosen one. Your spirit craves expansion, and God will not allow you to shrink into stagnation. This is why you find yourself pushed out of situations that no longer serve you, even if they once felt safe. You go through spiritual awakenings that dismantle your old identity and beliefs. Spiritual awakenings are not always gentle. They can feel like everything you once knew crumbling before your eyes. They dismantle your false identities, break your illusions, and strip away your attachments to what is not aligned with your soul. You may lose friends, detach from family dynamics, and walk away from environments that no longer match your vibration. You may feel confused, raw, and exposed, but understand this. Awakening requires the death of who you were so you can become who you truly are. Your old beliefs and programming cannot hold the weight of your divine calling. God dismantles what is not real to reveal what is eternal within you. Your consciousness keeps expanding, seeing past illusions, recognizing your divine nature, and aligning with higher truth. With each awakening, your vision sharpens. You begin to see past the illusions of fear, separation, and lack. You realize that the matrix of this world is built on control, distraction, and illusion. You begin to recognize your divine nature, that you are not just a body with a spirit, but a spirit temporarily housed in a body, connected directly to Source. You begin to align with higher truths, that you are loved and chosen, that your thoughts, energy, and vibration shape your reality, that your soul came here with a mission to awaken, to embody love, and to serve. With each awakening, you rise above old patterns, karmic cycles, and ancestral limitations, aligning more fully with your soul's purpose. Chosen ones often experience cycles of death and rebirth in spirit. You may wonder why your life feels like a series of endings and beginnings, why you often feel like an entirely different person compared to who you were a year ago. Chosen ones are not allowed to remain stagnant because your mission requires you to embody higher and higher levels of truth and frequency. Every spiritual awakening is a death and rebirth, the death of fear and the rebirth of faith, the death of victimhood and the rebirth of sovereignty, the death of your old self and the rebirth of your divine self. These cycles may feel intense, but they are sacred. They are initiations, preparing you to hold the spiritual power, wisdom, and compassion you need for your assignment. It is God's way of refining you, ensuring you don't stay stuck in lower timelines. God loves you too much to let you remain small. Every awakening is a refining fire, burning away what is false, leaving behind what is pure. Every trial, heartbreak, and moment of discomfort is a divine invitation to rise higher. These awakenings shift you out of lower timelines, cycles of fear, generational curses, and small living, and align you with higher timelines where your purpose, abundance, and divine relationships can manifest. The more you surrender to these awakenings, the more you accelerate your alignment with your soul mission. Spiritually, these awakenings are quantum upgrades, aligning your frequency with your higher self and divine will. Let's bring in the quantum perspective. Every spiritual awakening is a quantum upgrade to your frequency. Your old identity vibrated at a certain level, holding certain beliefs, habits, and limitations. When you awaken, your energy field begins to recalibrate to a higher frequency. You begin attracting different opportunities. You develop new spiritual gifts. You manifest faster. You align with people and places that resonate with your soul. These quantum upgrades are necessary to align your frequency with your higher self and God's divine will for your life. Awakening is not just a spiritual event. It is a vibrational shift that changes your reality from the inside out. Chosen one, if you are going through repeated spiritual awakenings, you are not going crazy. You are evolving. You are ascending. You are being positioned for your divine mission. Every time you feel like your world is shaking, remind yourself, this is God calling me higher. This is a quantum upgrade for my soul. I trust the process even when it is uncomfortable. You are becoming the version of yourself that is fully aligned with your divine destiny. 5. Your presence impacts others deeply. Chosen one. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift without saying a single word? Have you noticed how people look at you with curiosity, admiration, or even discomfort, and you can't understand why? Or how strangers open up to you within minutes, sharing their deepest wounds they've never told anyone else? This is not your imagination. This is because your presence impacts others deeply. Today, we are going to break this down so you can finally understand the spiritual and quantum reason why you have this effect on people. Why your existence is a sermon, even when you are silent. Even when you say nothing, your presence shifts the energy in the room. You are not just a physical body walking into spaces. You are an energy field, a frequency carrier, a living portal of divine light. When you enter a room, your aura expands before you even speak. People feel your vibration, even if they don't understand what they're sensing. Your presence emits codes of authenticity, truth, and spiritual remembrance that interact with the energy fields of others. This is why, even in silence, you feel eyes on you, reactions around you, and unspoken emotions rising within people. It's not about what you're wearing or how you look. It's about who you are on a soul level. You carry God's light within you, and that light is felt in every space you enter. People feel convicted around you. You may notice that some people act awkward around you. Some fidget, avoid eye contact, or suddenly change the subject when you are around. They feel seen, not by your physical eyes alone, but by the spiritual light you carry. Your frequency reveals where they are out of alignment with themselves. It brings their hidden shame, lies, and self-deception to the surface, not because you judge them, but because your presence carries truth, and truth naturally exposes what is false. Your spirit carries an unspoken mirror, reflecting to others what they are afraid to face within themselves. And while some people will be grateful for this unintentional awakening, others will feel uncomfortable, even angry, simply because your light illuminates the shadows they are trying to hide. Some are drawn to your light, while others feel triggered because your authenticity exposes their shadows. Chosen one, your light is like a spiritual magnet. People who are ready to heal, grow, and awaken will feel drawn to you. They will feel safe, inspired, and seen in your presence. They may not know why, but your energy will remind them of who they truly are beneath their fear and conditioning. These people will thank you for simply existing. On the other hand, those who are deeply invested in their illusions, ego, and false identities will feel triggered by you. They may gossip about you, avoid you, or even attack you without cause. Remember, their reaction is not truly about you. It is about what your light reveals within them. This happens because your field carries a frequency of truth. From a quantum perspective, your energy field is encoded with the vibration of truth, authenticity, and divine alignment. Your thoughts, intentions, and connection to God create a frequency that radiates outward, impacting the electromagnetic fields of others around you. Truth has a frequency, and falsehood cannot remain comfortable in the presence of truth. When you walk into a space, the energy of that environment and the people in it begin to align or resist, depending on where they are in their journey. You are like a tuning fork that calls people back to their authentic frequency. You don't even need to speak. Your energy does the speaking. Chosen ones have an anointing that makes darkness uncomfortable while inspiring others to awaken. Your anointing is not loud or boastful. It is quiet but undeniable. Your spirit is covered in divine oil, carrying the assignment to awaken, inspire, and liberate others simply by being yourself. The darkness within people and systems will feel unsettled in your presence because your energy demands integrity, alignment, and truth. At the same time, souls who are ready to rise will feel encouraged and strengthened by you. You are a living example that healing, authenticity, and connection to God are possible. You inspire others to rise by rising yourself. You liberate others by living in your own freedom. You heal others by being aligned with your own light. Your energy is medicine, and your aura carries codes that activate others. You are a carrier of light codes, frequencies, and spiritual information that activate others on a soul level. You may have noticed that people feel calm, safe, or empowered after spending time with you. They may receive clarity or sudden inspiration just by sitting in your presence. This is because your aura transmits healing frequencies. Your energy field carries medicine for the soul, not because you are trying to heal others consciously, but because your alignment with your own light naturally creates an environment where others can remember their own. Your very existence becomes a catalyst for transformation. You don't need to do anything extra. Your authenticity is the key. You don't need to preach to be impactful. Your existence is a sermon. Chosen one, you don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to convince others to change. You don't need to force your wisdom onto anyone. Your existence, your alignment, your silent walk with God. These are sermons that speak louder than any words you could ever say. Your energy, your integrity, and your light do the preaching for you. You are a living example of God's grace, power, and love on earth. Your presence alone disrupts darkness, inspires awakening, and creates ripples of transformation everywhere you go. Never underestimate the power of your presence. Chosen one, it's time to embrace your impact without guilt, fear, or shrinking. Your light is needed. Your presence is needed. You don't need to become something else to be impactful. You already are impactful. Walk boldly into every room, knowing that you carry the frequency of truth, healing, and divine love. Stand tall in your authenticity. knowing that you are a vessel of God's light on this earth. Your existence is your ministry. 6. You are tested heavily, but you rise stronger. Chosen one, have you ever asked, why is my life so hard? Why does it feel like I can never catch a break? Why does God allow me to go through so many challenges? Let me tell you today, with the authority of Spirit, you are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are being refined, strengthened, and aligned for the calling on your life. Because when God chooses you, He trains you. Chosen ones go through intense trials, but these are not punishments. If you look back, you'll see. Your life has been a series of battles, family chaos, betrayals, financial struggles, spiritual warfare, loneliness, and dark nights of the soul. At times, you may have felt abandoned by God, wondering why your prayers were met with silence. But chosen one, God was never absent in your trials. He was closest to you in your deepest pain, using every challenge to transform you. Your trials are not punishments for who you are. They are preparations for who you are becoming. God allows certain challenges in your life because your mission requires strength, faith, and resilience that can only be forged in the fire. They are divine training grounds. Imagine a warrior training for battle. They do not become strong by sitting in comfort. They become strong by facing resistance, pain, and obstacles. Each trial in your life has been a spiritual boot camp, building your capacity to hold light, truth, and leadership in a world that resists it. You are being trained to walk into spiritual battles and come out victorious, to walk into rooms where darkness has ruled and shift the atmosphere with your presence. Your spiritual muscles are built through the weight of your challenges. Every setback is an initiation, building your spiritual muscles and sharpening your discernment. What looked like a setback was often a spiritual initiation. That relationship that broke your heart, it taught you self-worth and discernment. That job you lost unexpectedly, it freed you from environments that didn't align with your spirit. Those seasons of isolation and loneliness, they forced you to meet yourself and discover God in the quiet. Chosen one, your discernment was sharpened through betrayal. Your compassion was birthed through suffering, and your wisdom was refined through mistakes. You are being initiated into spiritual maturity so you can lead others with authenticity, not theory. These tests refine your character and strip away illusions. The illusions of ego, pride, people-pleasing, and false identity cannot coexist with your calling. So God allows situations that break down your false layers. He allows rejection, so you learn you don't need external validation. He allows financial strain, so you discover provision in faith. He allows betrayal, so you stop depending on people who can't carry your vision. These tests are not meant to destroy you, but to strip away what is not truly you, leaving only your authentic spirit aligned with God's purpose, preparing you to carry the weight of your calling with humility and strength. Your calling requires a weight. To carry light in dark places, you must first learn how to hold your own light without letting it be extinguished by life's storms. To lead others, you must first learn to lead yourself through valleys of shadow. To heal others, you must first learn to heal yourself through faith and surrender. These trials are preparing you to carry your mission with humility, knowing your strength comes from God, not your ego. They prepare you to carry your mission with strength, so you don't crumble under pressure when your voice and presence are needed most. From a quantum perspective, your challenges are energy recalibrations. In the quantum field, every event carries information. Your challenges are recalibrations of your energy, clearing out old, stagnant timelines that no longer serve your highest purpose. Each storm purges you of limiting beliefs, karmic cycles, ancestral patterns, and fears that would keep you small. They are collapsing timelines where you would remain a victim and opening pathways where you walk as a sovereign being, aligned with God's will. When you lose something, it's not just loss, it's an energetic clearing. When a relationship ends, it's not just heartbreak, it's an alignment to relationships that honor your calling. When plans fail, it's not just disappointment, it's a timeline shift to higher purpose. If you've noticed you keep rising stronger after every storm, look back on your life. You've survived things that would have destroyed others. You've endured heartbreak that could have closed your heart forever, yet you love deeper now. You've faced betrayal, yet you've learned to trust God more. You've been stripped of false identities, yet you've discovered your true spiritual power. Each storm was meant to elevate you, not bury you. You keep rising because you are chosen to lead, to heal, and to guide others who will walk similar paths. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are badges of spiritual authority. When you speak, it carries weight because you've lived what you share. When you hold space for others, you understand them because you've walked through the fire yourself. When you stand in your light, you give others permission to find theirs. Chosen one, do not resent your challenges. Do not despise your journey. Do not curse the weight you carry. You are not fragile, you are forged. Your spirit is indestructible, your faith unshakable, and your light unstoppable. Every test is a testimony in the making. Every storm is a reminder that you are called to stand in power, not in fear. 7. You feel guided by unseen forces. Chosen one, let me ask you, have you ever felt like there's something bigger guiding you even when you can't see it? Have you ever noticed repeating numbers, messages in dreams, or strange synchronicities that seem too perfect to be random? If so, it's because you are being guided by unseen forces, walking a path that has been divinely designed for your soul's evolution. In today's video, we're going deep into why these signs are not coincidences, but confirmations that you are chosen, protected, and led by God's divine orchestration. Synchronicities follow you. You've noticed how certain numbers follow you, 111, 222, 444, at moments when you're questioning your path. You think of someone and they suddenly call. You speak your desire into the universe, and the resources you need begin to align. These synchronicities are not small, random moments. They are divine winks from the universe, reminding you that you are not walking alone. For the chosen ones, synchronicities are like breadcrumbs on the path, encouraging you to trust, take the next step, and remain aligned with your mission. You see repeating numbers, receive messages in dreams, and encounter people at the right place and time. You are not crazy for noticing the patterns. Repeating numbers are frequency codes, reminders from your angels and guides that you are in alignment or need to adjust your vibration. Dreams become portals where messages are delivered when your conscious mind is asleep, allowing your soul to receive downloads and insights. People arrive in your life as divine messengers, sometimes as teachers, other times as mirrors, and sometimes as catalysts to activate your next level. Chosen one, nothing is random for you. Because you are chosen, God orchestrates your environment to reflect the lessons, opportunities, and alignments needed for your growth. There's an invisible hand orchestrating your steps. Have you ever looked back and realized that even your detours were part of your preparation? That the rejection you thought was a curse was actually redirection toward your true path, that the heartbreak that shattered you was the catalyst for your awakening. There is an invisible hand guiding you, nudging you through intuition, signs and feelings you can't explain. This hand belongs to the Holy Spirit, your angels, your higher self, and God's divine orchestration over your life. From a quantum perspective, your field is constantly interacting with the universe, aligning you with people, places, and moments designed for your expansion. This is the Holy Spirit, your angels, your higher self, and God's divine orchestration, guiding your journey. The Holy Spirit whispers in your spirit, bringing you peace when you're aligned, and discomfort when you're straying from your path. Your angels place signs in your environment, numbers on clocks, feathers on your path, and words you need to hear in conversations around you. Your higher self, the eternal, divine aspect of your consciousness, guides you through intuitive nudges, gut feelings, and dreams that refuse to leave your mind. All of this is under God's divine orchestration, working in harmony to ensure you are guided toward your mission, even when your logical mind can't comprehend the steps. Chosen one, you are never alone on this journey. You are surrounded by divine intelligence, working tirelessly for your alignment, protection, and evolution. Chosen ones live in alignment with divine timing, even if the mind doesn't always understand the path. Sometimes you will feel like you're falling behind, like you're off track because your plans aren't unfolding the way you expected. But the chosen one's life does not operate on the world's timeline. Your path is governed by divine timing. Delays are often divine protection. Pauses are often for preparation. Detours are often for your soul's refinement. Your spirit knows this, but your mind may resist it. When you surrender to divine timing, you allow your life to unfold in alignment with God's perfect plan, rather than forcing yourself into timelines that are not meant for you. You are not lost. You are being led. Chosen one, there will be seasons of confusion where the path ahead feels unclear. You will question, God, where are you taking me? Why is this happening? But even when you feel lost, you are being led. God is guiding you away from what is not for you and toward what will elevate you. Your faith is the GPS that keeps you aligned when the road becomes dark. Your surrender is what allows divine orchestration to move on your behalf. Remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. You are never truly lost, chosen one. You are in transit to your destiny. The universe bends to guide you toward your mission. When you are chosen, the entire universe begins to align itself to help you fulfill your mission. Opportunities open where doors were once closed. Resources arrive from unexpected places. You meet people who catalyze your growth. You experience spiritual downloads that shift your entire consciousness. This is the power of divine alignment. Your mission is too important for you to fail. Your calling is too sacred for you to be abandoned. You are not just living day by day. You are walking out a divine script encoded with purpose and impact. The universe, under God's orchestration, will continue to bend, shift, and align to ensure you complete your assignment on Earth. Chosen one, if you have been seeing the signs, if you've felt the invisible guidance, it's time to trust it fully. It's time to stop doubting the signs God sends you. You are being led. You are protected. You are in alignment with your divine mission. Your faith, your surrender, and your trust in divine guidance will take you further than fear, force, and control ever will. Chosen one, if you felt all of this, you are not imagining it. You are chosen by God to carry light in a dark world, to be a vessel of truth, healing, and divine love. It's time to accept your calling fully, unapologetically, and fearlessly. Comment below, "I accept my calling and embrace my awakening," if you know God has chosen you. And remember, you are protected, you are guided, you are chosen. If this message resonated, like, subscribe, and share this with another chosen one who needs to remember who they are. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a rising family of souls awakening to their divine purpose. Stay aligned, stay blessed, and keep shining your light.